Hello, welcome back. It is the 1st of January 2026 and this is going to be an incredibly busy year for both me and the missus. There is a lot going on in the house. There's a lot that has gone on in the house that I haven't videoed over the last month because it was crunch time on the run up to Christmas and I just had to get stuff done. As you can see behind me, got a logo sign made. That was what my sister gave me for helping out with her flat, which is really awesome. So you'll see that in the back of some of the videos that we will be doing. And yeah, so I'm now standing in the front bedroom. So I will show you how this looks at the moment, because this is one of the worst rooms. So just before Christmas, literally 2 weeks before Christmas, we had the windows changed. So these are UPVC flush fit windows. So they're completely flat on the outside. And we made sure that we got the extra wide hinges, which will just help with cleaning from the inside. We chose to not have the window internally trimmed out, because obviously what they would end up doing is just putting a big old chunk of UPVC to try and cover as much of this damage as possible. And as you can see down here, where there's been some previous repairs over the years, this is completely live. So that's the quality of the wall here. Yeah, good old British build quality, love that. And again here, this has been filled before and you can see it hasn't even been sanded. It's completely just raised and yeah, that's not great. And it's exactly the same on this side. Again, you see the filler's been done. But when the wall is live like this, when I say live, I mean as in it's come disconnected from the actual wall, you can't just fill it. You've got to remove it. And what we've come up with to do this, because there's such a big area to do, is actually we are going to use some plasterboard and we are going to create some nice reveals around here. We will either dot and dab the plasterboard or use plasterboard adhesive foam, which is really good. Rad's going to be changed as well. Sockets moved because we want some higher skirting boards. This is where we took the chimney out of this room. Me and Dean put a sheet of DPM over the hole. It's battened on the inside and battened on the outside. That's been there for 6 weeks. No water's come in, thank God. So that will be done. And then when the loft conversion is started, they will obviously repair that roof. What we are going to do here is, downstairs is the living room, which you can't really see, but down that gap is the living room. We need to batten and plasterboard this wall. It doesn't have to be perfect because this whole wall is actually going to get covered with wardrobes, and the bed that's already there will end up staying where that is. We need to rehang the door so it opens onto that wall, which means we need to chase in for a new light switch there. And one of the things that I need to do before the loft conversion is started is make sure I get all of the feeds. So I need to get the socket wire feed up here, the light wire feed up here. I need a feed for the boiler because the boiler is going to be going there. And I need to make sure that I get the smoke alarm or fire alarm feed as well. So for building regs, we have to have a wired smoke alarm on each level. So we'll run that on a separate circuit and put that on each level. But yeah, 1st of January, we have got so much to do. Right, so we are now under the stairs and I've just emptied my toolbox out of here. And this is where we are hoping to be putting the, tilt this up. We're hoping to be putting the new fuse box around here. So it's up and above. We reckon there'll be a tumble dryer in here at some point, so we want to have the fuse box above that. You can see we've got a nice bit of height there. So I need to, there is the downstairs toilet there, living room is through there. I need to make a hole in this and see where we will feed the wires through up into the bedroom and into the loft. So let's see how easily this comes out. Now, as you can see, there's a number of floorboards that are already loose here. Let's see if we can just get them up. Well, that was easy enough. This is an old gas pipe. Let's get our light. Loads of room in here. It goes straight under into the toilet, and there's a big hole in the wall here, which I reckon we can go through with all our wiring. Perfect. So this was the, I don't know what you call that, little gas pipe that went to the fireplace, and through there is the living room where there's already a bit of wire, so we'll be able to run all of our wires through there straight up into the loft, and then down this way is the downstairs toilet. So we have got loads of room and a junction box for something, heating room stat junction box. Okay, cool. That's it today. Today was purely a hunting around, seeing what kind of access, what room we had, and then hopefully in the next few days we'll start running our wires in and getting stuff started. Thank you.